Welcome back to womanhood, all about the African woman, all about the black woman. I am Nke God, your host. Okay, so having gone through miscarriages, I've gone through two, of course, and a lot of black persons who have gone through miscarriages don't even know what next to do or how fast they can start trying. Those are the questions that keep coming. How fast can I start trying? Can I get pregnant after my miscarriage? What am I supposed to do to get pregnant soon? Okay, those are too many questions, right? But so I'm here to give you the things you must do or you should do so as to get pregnant very fast after a miscarriage. Once again, I'm not a medical person, but these are the things that have worked for so many people. You could be among the so many people that have worked. And that is why I'll be wishing you baby dust. Yes, baby dust to you. Number one thing you should do is immediately after miscarriage, it's advisable that you run a pregnancy test probably 2 weeks after the miscarriage. And this pregnancy test is expected to come out negative. Now I'm going to explain to you. In my case, like I said, and that is why I am doing this for the African, for the black woman. In my own case, I have to learn from my own experience. Then going through other people's experience, I get to understand what I have been through and what it all meant. In my own case, yes, I remember taking those pregnancy tests 2 weeks or some days after the miscarriage. And I tell you what, it still came out very positive. And that was one of the things that made me feel that I was still pregnant. I never knew what it meant. But what it meant is that your hormones have not balanced. The level of HCG in your body is still high. So, most especially if you had a natural miscarriage, it's not as if it was a G and C, it will take some time for your hormones to come back. So, for the HCG level to permanently disappear, that is when you can begin to think of trying again. So that is the reason that pregnancy test you are expected to take 2 weeks after your miscarriage is supposed to be negative. But when it comes positive, you will keep testing. You give another 2 weeks and test until your pregnancy test comes out negative. Then you know that your hormones are probably relaxed. So that by the time you try and you test and you come out with positive, you will know that it is a new pregnancy and it is not the remnant of the tissues from the previous miscarriage. In my own case, I didn't understand. That was what confused me. Okay, so number two is that as soon as you have done your pregnancy test and they are negative after the miscarriage, you start taking your prenatals. That's advisable. You can get the ones that your hands can actually be laid on, or the ones that are affordable for you. You must not take the prenatal vitamins that every other person is taking if you can't afford them. And the most cheapest prenatal vitamin I can think of is folic acid. I don't know what it's called in your area, but here in Nigeria, we have folic acid. You can buy them as cheap as 50 naira, 100 naira, 200 naira. So you interpret it in your own currency. So that is one of the prenatal vitamins you can start taking. Vitamin E is also there. You just go out to the doctor or the pharmacy and tell them you need prenatal vitamins for trying to conceive. Yes, I mean a good pharmacy. I didn't say a chemist, okay? So they will give you the ones that are okay and affordable. Number two is you have to improve your diet. Yes, even though I know that in Africa, we are used to our normal carbohydrates, but it is not just, in Africa we don't just take the carbohydrate. We eat it with a lot of vegetable, a lot of oil. So the complete class of food is what we take in Africa. So when I say improve upon your diet, I'm not saying that African dishes are incomplete of the essential food vitamins, okay, or nutrients. We have everything the body needs in every African food. So what I am saying here for you to improve your diet is, in case you are used to eating like 3 times or 4 times a day, maybe heavy chunks, you should reduce it a little bit. You can be doing it like 2 or 3 times. Do you understand? And also develop the habit of taking fruit. I understand that there are some people in Africa that doesn't like eating fruit, and God has blessed us with so much fruits and veggies in Africa. So just look for the one that is your preference and begin to take them. If you cook your food with a little minute amount of red oil, I think you should increase it, because red oil has a lot of what? Vitamin A. You understand? So that's what I mean by improving your diet. I think that is explanatory. Yeah, I understand. I know you understand. Yes. So number 4 is do not be desperate or obsessed to quickly get pregnant immediately, because that on its own is another stress you are putting on yourself, and the system of the woman doesn't want it, even that of your husband. So that it will not be that, okay, after miscarriage, you started taking your prenatal vitamins, from month 1 you start disturbing your husband. I will say it and retreat it again, that every human and every woman, their body differs. There are people that as soon as the miscarriage has happened, 2 weeks after the miscarriage, they can even take in. It depends on your emotional healing. Yes, neither here to say that you start trying to conceive. That's to answer one of those questions. How and when am I supposed to start trying to conceive? You start trying to conceive as soon as you are emotionally balanced. If your emotion is very okay, start. So, but body differs. Some people, it can take them weeks, some it can take them months, some it can even take them years. So that you wouldn't say that, but the other person tried, and after 2 weeks, so why is it that I'm following these laid down rules or advice and I'm not still getting pregnant? All of those things bring stress on you. And as a woman that is trying to conceive, your body doesn't need that. It just needs you to be happy. So when you are having sex or making love with your husband, don't have it at the back of your mind that, this is for pregnancy. This one should click. Because if it doesn't click, you break down again. And your body wouldn't need that. So stop being obsessive and desperate. See, pregnancy happens in the atmosphere of calmness. That is one thing I have discovered, honestly. By the time you take your mind off it, that is when it happens. When you least expect it, or when you put your mind on it, every month you are counting, it will only elongate it. But for some people, maybe the warning also helps to conceive fast. I don't know. Okay, number 5, take a lot of water every day. And fruit. I know I've mentioned fruit before now. Take a lot of water. To encourage you, you can have a particular container. It doesn't matter whether you live in a city or you live in the village. Whether the water is cold, chilled, or normal room temperature. The idea is take a lot of water into your system. Water is a very good therapy to eliminate a lot of things in your body system and make your body very light to accept your baby or your babies. Could be 2, 3, or 4. That's what I'm pushing everyone. So number 6, allow your body to rest. From 6 weeks to 3 months, you can start trying. Honestly, because it's a whole lot. Just like a woman will go through the period of 9 months or 10 months. Some women even carry their pregnancy up to 11 months before they deliver. And they will always advise that you don't start trying for another baby. Is it trying for another baby? You don't start having sexual activity until after 6 weeks. That's always the advice. I mean, for the whole of 9 months, for the whole of 11 months, you have been on this journey. Your body has changed and everything. You need to relax so that you will enjoy it also. Now your husband, you know the wrong way anywhere. Now your own. So he will wait. He will wait. So please allow your body to rest. It has gone through a lot of stress, plus the emotional trauma and psychological trauma you are going through. You need to relax and make sure you are in a better space and place for you to start trying. Number 7, relax more. Do what makes you happy. Relax more. Do what makes you happy. If you are a workaholic, like myself, I used to be a very hard workaholic. But I noticed that in the pregnancies I've lost, those were the some of the things that affected me. Yes, and I have made a conscious effort to begin to relax and rest. So I take my time, because work in the house as a married woman, as a family person, the work in the house doesn't get finished. So just take your time. If you can also afford to pay people to do some of those jobs, please pay them. Take your time to rest. Your husband needs you fresh. You also need your husband fresh. Not so stressed, and when it is time for you to do the do, everybody is tired and complaining. Okay? So relax. If it is playing games together with your husband, with your friends, with your family that makes you happy, please do that most often. If it is listening to music, whatsoever it is that you take pleasure in doing, you need it this time. And when you do all of this and many more, you're going to get pregnant very, very fast. And with that, I blow baby dust to you. Congratulations in advance. Bye. See you in another episode.